Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, at United Center, the Pelicans taking on the Bulls. The Pelicans not ready to sound the alarms, even though they've lost 5 of the last 6 games. These guys believe in themselves. A win here can get them back to what they do best. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Hey Brent, now that we are past the midway point of the season, it's fair to say games like these become even more important.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. It feels like after the break, the starter gun goes off, and it's a full sprint to try to get yourself into position to be a participant in postseason play. How's that for alliteration?
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Whitmore, Cade Cunningham out there with Porter. Then there's Maxwell, drains it from beyond the arc.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Arnold, a steal, and stolen by Mobley. Mobley, a screen on Cunningham. The kick out to Frazier. Inside. Now Cunningham. 25 points last game. There's the pick. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Whitmore. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Mobley, a screen on Cunningham. And another turnover here by Chicago. So it's the Pelicans now.
Bulls foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now the pass to Maxwell. Whitmore with it. To the middle from inside. And it's in off the backboard.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Hey, Greg, here we are watching Cam Whitmore. What impresses you most about his game?
Kevin, for me, I think it's his toughness. He's not afraid to get physical underneath the basket, and I really love how gritty he is on the D as well.
Maxwell with a screen on Richardson. Pass to Maxwell. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Mobley off target at the rim.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Mobley a screen. Floats one. It's rebounded by Maxwell. Pelicans leading by 6. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Richardson gets a wide open look, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Back to Cunningham. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Frazier. Here's Arnold driving the lane. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
That's tipped. And here we go, the Bulls fast break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Pass to Maxwell. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. Pelicans shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Second team foul.
Bulls trail by 3. Arnold, guarded by Maxwell.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why well, settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. Fourth, the Bulls.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
New Orleans gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Whitmore. Richardson covering. Passes it to Maxwell. Lets it go from 11, and it's blocked. Cunningham against Richardson. To the paint. Here's Mobley. Here's the pass to Arnold. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 9. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Mobley. 9th in blocks. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
A nice shot by Frazier.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Whitmore. Richardson covering. Maxwell with a screen on Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whitmore. Got a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, threatening here.
To the inside. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Whitmore. with a screen on Richardson to stop the drought, and it's Whitmore missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Clearly a foul.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
The Pelicans making a switch here.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the call for your Chicago Bulls.
Chicago making a switch here. Jokic is checked in.
Big round of applause for your Chicago Bulls.
Here's McCall. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Fast break, here they come. Pass to Arnold. Launches a three. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Passes it to Chapman. Down low. Here's Hollins. Softly drops in the floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Inside and stolen by Whitmore. The pass to Hollins. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Whitmore. Unloads. There's McCall.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Sparks. Count it from 12.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Passes to Jokic. Here's the three. And Hollins pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 8. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Cade Cunningham's checked in for Whitmore. To the wing right side. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And there's the pass to Arnold. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Clock at 4. From outside the arc, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Takes it from 10. Misses off the left iron. Chicago leading by 11. And it's Jokic in the corner for the three. And Hollins pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Shot from 12. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's the defense, knowing Jokic is the former MVP, not giving him an inch, but that results in a foul.
And Jokic drops them both. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Cunningham for 3. Not going to go that time. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Bulls out front. They lead by 11. And we'll get going after this from United Center. we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. We've got Cade Cunningham, and it's McCaw in at the 3 spot. Pelicans trail by 11. To the paint, here's Hollins. And Hollins with the stuff.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's tightly guarded. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. To Sparks. Porter with the steal. Out left to the wing. Here's Hilliard. Offline with his 3. Pelicans trail by 9. Cunningham right side. Pass to Sparks. The shot from 20 feet away. Unable to get that one.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Jokic. And they're running. Here's McCaw. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Porter passes to Jokic. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Second shot opportunity. And the Bulls with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
McCaw with the bucket.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Who wants a free T-shirt?
And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The 2 biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
I just don't think that Jokic is ever in a hurry out there, which helps in that set.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Pelicans. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today to make a final push.
And seeing where the Pelicans are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
With the drive. And stolen by Hollins. Here's Sparks. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Here's Jokic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. Fourth, the Bulls.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Outside, Porter. The kick out to Cunningham. Maxwell. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
a strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Arnold. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 17.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
He gets it in there.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
To the inside. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Here's Maxwell. 8 points for him. It's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Frazier. Plays it up and banks it in. Frazier's got 7.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Hollins. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. Evan Mobley's checked in for the Bulls. And he's good on the 2nd. Pelicans trail by 9. Whitmore with it. He's got 6. The pass to Maxwell. Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. No good from 11 feet.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, without question, the game has changed in recent years. There's always a debate about which game is better. Hall of Famer Julius Erving said in the 80s, nobody shot three-point shots unless they were down, and it was out of desperation. The line was there, but the game was played inside that line. The game was played in the paint, inside out. Kevin, different does not mean better or worse.
I would agree. The game rolls on, doesn't it, David? You've been in this league a long time. The game rolls on. Looking at Cunningham here, Brent, there's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
Richardson the pass to Arnold. Oh, good with the triple.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Whitmore, and the Pelicans miss again.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Chicago shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 12-point game. Pass to Whitmore. The 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Whitmore's got 9.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. It's great recognition from Cade.
Driving in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Arnold. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pelicans trail by 10. Porter passes to Maxwell. Outside Porter. Pass to Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Mobley kicks to Richardson. Mobley the pass to Richardson. There's a good screen. Here's Arnold. His 11th attempt is no good. He's made 9 of those 11. New Orleans has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
Mobley a screen on Cunningham. Arnold pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Whitmore. Richardson cover. And it's Whitmore missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to Boston.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
I think you can be a little bit rattled when you lose the physical battle as badly as they did in that game. That can be tough to shake off. So it's a matter of getting over those doubts and finding yourself again.
Pelicans trail by 9. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Pass to Maxwell. The dish now to Cunningham. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shoots from the line, and that one's good. Whitmore. Whitmore's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Mobley a screen on Porter.
New Orleans foul. Maxwell. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution.
52 seconds left to play in the first half. Passes it to Hilliard. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Sparks guarded by Porter to the left side wing. 3-pointer. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Sparks.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The 3-point percentage has gone through the roof. Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now, Whitmore, 17 points in the game. To the middle, here's Chugainov, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Watkins, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not.
The previous play is under review.
They are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVP.
And now coming back to this game, a strong first half for the Chicago Bulls.
The offense is clicking right now. They're moving it well. Stick with it. The defense can't hang.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up and build out this lead even further.
That is more than enough.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. They've got Evan Mobley. And it's Hilliard in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Whitmore. And the pass to Porter. Takes the 3. The shot will not fall.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Watkins. From deep. It's rebounded by Maxwell. Maxwell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Porter, no luck. Chicago leading by 11. Into the lane. The shot, no good. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Cunningham outside. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. 3-pointer. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist from Porter.
For 3.
Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Here's Porter, and there's the drive, and he can't jam it through. Pelicans trail by 8. Inside. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 42.
Whitmore with it. 17 points in the game. Pass to Maxwell. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
On your big fans, it's time.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Maxwell.
While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Bulls in second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Good on the second free throw. And it's Porter with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Cunningham on the wing. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Maxwell. Fires from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Maxwell's got 13.
Just smart decisions, as Cunningham did a great job of setting his guy up.
There's the pick. And Porter, here we go. Up and in on the way. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
For your incredible.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Porter. Another one falls for New Orleans. Chicago leading by 4. The pass to Meyer. Here's Hilliard. He's got 5. Kicks to Porter. They set the screen. Watkins. Pelicans with the rebound. Maxwell's got 8 rebounds in this game. A crossover, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow. I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Both teams will make substitutions. It's rebounded by New Orleans. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Cunningham passes to Chapman. No good. That would have tied it. Chicago leading. And he drives in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hollins is checked in. Chicago leading by 4. Now, here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. From about 16, and he knocks down the jumper. He's got 11.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Hollins passes to Chapman. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Bulls have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Driving inside. Pass to Arnold. Cuts off the pass. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes, came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
Pelicans trail by 6. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Porter, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Substitution for the Bulls, Nikola Jokic, Evan Mobley.
Porter against Frazier. Shoots. And the Bulls with another miss. For New Orleans, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Whitmore. No good from outside. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 27.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Porter against Frazier. Pass to Whitmore. Passes it to Chapman. Buries it down low. Chapman's got 4 points this quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Porter against Frazier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Saturday, then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And looking at the Suns matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Sparks passes to Chapman. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Arnold pass to Jokic. Pull from the top of the key. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now Whitmore. 17 points in the game. Chapman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Great focus from Jokic. Tough to throw off balance.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Chapman.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Frazier left side. He feeds it to Mobley. Clock at 6. Mobley is screened. Arnold goes back up. Mobley misses.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Offensive rebound. 1:06 left to play in the third. And Hollins with the stop.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Chicago calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Chicago. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
In the corner, it's Richardson. And stolen by Whitmore. For the lead. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They set the pick.
Yeah, easy call.
Second personal foul. 15.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Chicago. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Six on the shot clock. Here's Chapman. And the shot goes in. Chapman's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pelicans ahead,
76.
ending the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. New Orleans in the lead. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got McCaw, and it's Hollins in at the 3, the power forward position. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Sparks, guarded by Porter. Sparks passes to Hollins. Shot clock at 6. He drains it from the right block. And the Pelicans lead by 1. And it's Porter with the ball for Chicago. From the arc. Chapman with the rebound. Chapman's got his 7th rebound here tonight. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Cunningham. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Lets it go.
Now the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
He can't get it to go. And there's the pass to Chapman. Over Porter. Porter pulls it in. Bulls trail by 4. Swiped away. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And there's something special about Cade Cunningham and his explosiveness when he's in transition like that. That's a quality shot.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Please give a big round.
So both teams making some changes here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. They get it back. Chapman. And finally they hit one. Chapman's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Substitution on the court.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Cunningham outside. Now the feed to Hollins. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Assisted.
Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 8. Driving to the basket. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This time, Cunningham putting the defender in a no-win situation, unless he's considered the winner.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Frazier. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Porter.
This feels like it's...
when I see my people winning, cause I know that our potential is infinite. They say that God got a plan for you. I'm perched on the roof, God go you. G2 gon' scope it with third eye, yeah. Skywalking like a Jedi, yeah. Jump in a jet on a red eye, yeah. Gone, that's just what I'ma go 10, going Super Saiyan. They try to go 10, but I'm getting buckets in. We in the building like we in security, walk us in. In the wind, I'm on one. Got me so Saturday karma. I accepted the power, open the gate. Now we're marching with numbers. Fighting the wind, blood full of sand. Out in the bands, out the lanes, taking a stand. As you say, I'm fighting the wind, blood full of sand. Out in the bands, out the lanes.
me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. What you what you do? Made a move, could've made a move. If I knew, I'd be with you. Is it too late to pursue? I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. Kinda mad that I didn't take a stab at it. Thought you were too good for me, my dear. Never gave me time of day, my dear. It's okay, things happen for reasons that I think are sure, yeah.